Hi everybody, I'm back again with the latest figure in my collection. If you're an Iron Man fan, this is a must-have if you can get one at a reasonable price. This is the Iron Man Midas suit figure. I believe it's the Mark 21. I think it made a very brief appearance in Iron Man 3. I'm not 100% sure, it's a long time since I've seen the film. I'm sure someone out there will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it did make a very brief appearance in the background. You can see what they've done here. I believe this is the Mark 7 suit. Not having the Mark 7 at the moment, I will get it at some point, but not having it, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like the Mark 7, just repainted with this superb gold scheme. Two different shades of gold. You've got the darker gold, which is more like a bronzy colour, and then you've got the lighter gold with a bit of silver thrown in. Standing this figure up against the Secret Project Iron Man figure, really does look good. The silver and the gold next to each other really does complement each other. So what I'll do is I'll give you a head to toe look and tell you what he comes with, and then we'll go on to switching the lights on. I've had to switch the light off on my camera because when I pause it to do different things on the video, it doesn't allow me to switch the light on and off, so you won't be able to see the proper lights on this figure. So I've had to switch the light off on the camera so that later on you'll be able to see the lights in their full effect. Right, this stand he comes with, I believe it's the same one that comes with the Tony Stark figure, but this one doesn't light up, which I find a bit strange. It would have been nice if they'd done that. You do have a battery compartment underneath, but it says in the instructions do not put batteries in to light it up, because I don't think there's any actual lights built in. He comes with 6 different hands. The hands that I've got him with at the moment are the solid open palmed hands with the light up feature in the palm. I'll show you those a little bit later when I switch the lights on. Out of the box he comes with these 2 fisted hands which don't have the light up feature, and he also comes with, as you've seen with previous Iron Man figures, the articulated fingered hands with the light up feature. I'm sure most people, if they've got this figure or any Iron Man figure, will show him with these on, but I'm not going to do that on this one because I like the pose that I've got him in at the moment. On his wrists you can see this angled bit of armour here. That doesn't come on the figure out of the box. This bit does, which is the closed down version, if it'll focus. And it's got, oh, dropped it. It's got a connector there that you just pull the hand off, place this over the peg, and then put the hand back on. But what I've used is these, the angled ones. This is for posability, so you can actually have him sort of like that with his hand out, and the armour doesn't get in the way. It's just a nice little touch that Hot Toys added. I believe they did it on the Mark 7. I'm not sure if they did it on the Mark 6. I don't think so. But they did it on the Mark 7. This is a new feature they did, so you have more options for posing, which is brilliant. Also, spinning around a little bit, on his arms here, this part here can pull off, and you can replace it with this piece of armour, which has just got a little lug there. You just push into the arm, and as you can see, he's got the missile firing out of it. Nice option if you want to use him with that. I'm not going to. I think he looks a little bit clumsy really with this on, because it lifts off the arm a bit. It doesn't look quite right, so I'm not going to show him with that. Also, on his shoulders there, is air brakes. You can actually pull that whole piece off and replace it with these, which I'm sure a lot of people would do if they've got this figure. I believe this is exactly the same on the Mark 7 when it focuses. He's got his little missiles built in there, or his countermeasures, I think they're called. He just fires them back to stop missiles from hitting him. And this is articulated as well, so you can move it about. And the silver bit, it's really difficult to do this one-handed. Does pop up as well. You can see all the workings, a little bit of workings underneath. So if you wish to use this option for displaying him, you can. I'm just going to try and get it to focus so you can have a look at these. There we go. At last. A cameraman I will never be. So you can replace it with that if you wish to do it that way. As I said, he does have a light up feature. His eyes light up, and in order to switch that on, I'll do it all later. You just pull this off. It's got magnetised bits at the top and a little lug there that pushes down into his chin, and there's the switch just there. And I will do that a little bit later. Fits on nicely. He's got his arc reactor on his chest, and he's got two spinning round. His arc beams, or his arc, whatever you want to call them, on his hands. There's the switch there, just there, for his arc reactor on his chest. Also comes with this little handy tool for pulling things on and off. And he has two switches, one there and one on the other side for his hands. Sorry about that. While I'm round the back here, we'll have a look at his air brakes. Very easy to move, no problems moving them. Comes in the box obviously flat down on his back. If you look underneath, shows you a little bit of the mechanics underneath. At last it's focused, about bloody time. Great detailing on the back. Yes, I don't like the fact that it's got that screw there, which you can see, but obviously that's for changing the battery, which I will take out after this video, because although I think they've solved the problems with their leaky batteries, I'm not taking the chance, especially with this figure. Down on his legs, again, like all the other Hot Toys Iron Man figures, he has got this bit that moves up and down, opens up, so you can see all the workings in the back of his legs. There's more sort of air brakes as they were. Articulation, he has toe articulation. Just see it there. It's a bit difficult to do this one-handed. His ankle does articulate as well, quite nicely. Sorry for this bad demonstration. Again, he's got screws on the bottom of his feet, but then you're not going to see those really. Quite a supple body. It's quite light, this figure. It feels very delicate. The arms on mine popped off very easily when I was moving the arm back to get it into this pose. The arm fell out the socket, but very easy to put back in again. Not a problem really. Just love the paint details on this figure. He does have ab crunch as well, and waist articulation. I'm not one for showing off articulation on my videos really. I could probably be able to do it a lot better when I could get a camera on a tripod, but when I'm doing it one-handed, it's a bit difficult to do. His chest plate, this part of his chest plate, and the two side plates do come off, so you can see all his mechanics underneath. I'm not going to pull it off. Simple fact, I don't want to break it, because as you all know, these figures are quite delicate. Although they're designed to do that, with Hot Toys figures it does tend to break from time to time. on the paintwork, the only thing I don't like, I wish they hadn't done it with this figure. They've done it with all the other Iron Man figures, is on the armour, I don't know if you can just pick it up, it's got little scrape marks as if the suit's been used quite a lot. That goes throughout the whole of the body. You see little scrape marks here and there on the legs, just a little few bits here, around the sides. For this figure I would have preferred Hot Toys to have done it as a perfectly clean suit, but you can't have everything. Head's very easy to move, quite a lot of scope there for however you want it to be. So what I'm going to do now is pause the video here and switch the lights on so you can see just how they look. So back in a sec. Okay, here he is with his lights on. Sorry about the choice of location, looks a bit messy, but you can see just how bright that arc reactor is on his chest. Really is quite bright. Let's take it out of the camera view. The eyes, quite nice brightness on the eyes. Normally with the old Hot Toys figures, a lot of these tended to be a bit dull. That's only because the batteries were crap, but it's pretty good on this figure. And if I move down, there you can see it quite nicely on the hands. Yeah, my room's a bit of a mess at the moment because I'm going through decoration phase, tidy up phase just before Christmas. But I think you'll agree, really is a lovely figure. So I'll pause it here, switch the lights off, give you a final look around the figure and my overall score of it. So back in a sec. Okay, it's just a final look around the figure. 360 from a distance. Absolutely awesome Iron Man figure. This is definitely my favourite of my Iron Men at the moment. That could possibly change when the new ones arrive next year. I'll probably show him on a different stand to this one. I'll probably put the Secret Project figure on this stand and put him on the Secret Project figure stand because it lifts him up a little bit higher. I can probably bend him a little bit more to give a better flight pose, but this is him just sort of starting to take off. I know a lot of you probably want to see different poses with this figure. If you want to do that, just go on to other people's channels. I'm sure they've done them. I know I said in the past I was going to start posing all my figures up with the videos. I will be doing that in the new year, but certain figures I don't really want to do it with. It's just too much manipulation, especially on these suits, because these suits on this figure are quite flimsy and delicate, and I'm very reluctant to pose it up too much in case the paint chips or anything snaps off. But there you go, there's the Hot Toys Midas suit edition of Iron Man. If you haven't got one of these and you've got a chance of getting one, get it now while the prices are relatively low, because I think this figure you won't be able to get it on eBay. Well, you will be able to get it on eBay, but the prices on eBay, so there's a lot of greedy people out there. They're just going to astronomically shoot up. I could see this figure being up for sale for probably about £1,000 in about a year, 18 months time, which is way too much for it. But if you can pick one up between £200 to £300, then I suggest you get it if you do want to have it. So until my next video, which will probably be my final update video of my collection for 2013, I will do that next, and then the next set of videos will be in the new year, unless something turns up between now and the new year, which could possibly be my fully painted Zombicide Prison Outbreak figures. They could probably be here just before Christmas or just after, so hopefully I'll get that video up, and then it'll be the update video. As I said, I'll do 2 a year, and then roll on 2014. Let's see what Hot Toys can do then. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this figure. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and if I don't do another video before the new year, Happy New Year as well. Catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.